Hi guys, Sean Fake 2, one brand new video on the channel. Today I'm doing Doctor Who spin-offs, and we're going to talk about, first of all, very first proper Doctor Who spin-off, though you lot might not count this, Doctor Who and the Daleks. Now this one is kind of funny because a lot of people say, oh, this is not a proper spin-off. Well, for me now, everything in Doctor Who is becoming canon. I mean, you've even got the Fatal Death, so we're going to talk about this one first of all, anyways. Being the proper first Doctor Who spin off, which is Doctor Who and the Daleks and Doctor Who Invasion Earth 250 AD. So we got two Dalek movies with Peter Cushing, basically 1965 and 1966. Then we'll come to other ones where we have like plays and all that. You have plays with Trevor Martin, a Four Keys to Doomsday. You have a sketch with Clive Dunn in the 60s. Those are sort of spin-offs, but they're not canon spin-offs. I would like to speak about canon spin-offs, but I will talk about a bit about the non-canon spin-offs as well. So next up we have, as I said, 1981, which we have K9 and Company with Sarah Jane, a gal's best friend, another title for that story. This one introduced K9 and Sarah Jane together, which will come in handy in the future, 2006, if you wonder what year it comes into handy. Basically a spin-off, K9's the front man in this one, but it's really Sarah Jane and her family and crew get together, a crew of her to get together. Then we get to a bit later, let's say 80s, and we get non-canon spin-offs again, where we get wartime, one which is starring Sergeant the sergeant from Unit, which I cannot remember his name for the life of me, which this is the non-canon spin-off. John Levine, and starring Michael Wisher, which then goes off to its own sort of spin-offs, because we get the Diamonds Rising, which actually stars Kate Livborough Stewart, for her first time in that saga of stories, which I cannot remember the names of them all, because there's so many Doctor Who spin-offs. So we got Real Time, we got BBF, which BBF do like Probe, I believe. They do the Autons spin-off. They do a lot of spin-offs like that, that I can remember off the top of my head. I'm trying to look for what the other stories were called. I'm going to kick myself when I find out the names of them. They're very easy names to remember. Downtime, that's it. Downtime, Mind Game Saga, which had someone who looked like Sophie Aldred in Ace in it, and Diamonds Rising, and White Witch. So basically, it's like, non-canon, but with Doctor Who actors in it, basically. And then you got Seal and the Devil's Eaters of Endor. So basically, a Doctor Who non-canon, but with canon characters, which, Kate Bishop Stewart was the first one to be in this, and then she came to the new series, and they just stole the idea with BBF. Then we come to the new series, and we got Torchwood, the very first Doctor Who spin-off. Now, you can talk about documentaries. I'm not going to talk about documentaries like Confidential, Doctor Extra, those are documentaries. I know they can be counted as spin-offs, but I'm talking about the actual shows. And I'm not talking about Totally Doctor Who neither. So we got them. And then we got another one with Sarah Jane Adventures. Now, what's special about Torchwood and Sarah Jane Adventures, which they did well, is they included bits of Torchwood and Doctor Who in together. So Captain Jack would go off to, be with the Doctor. So at the end, I think of series 1, he went off to Utapau. I believe series 2, they went, was it, what happened in series 3? Was series 3 the one where, the end where he went off to fight the, was it fight the Daleks, or am I wrong? Anyways, Sarah Jane as well, just not only do, in Sarah Jane does, things happen in Doctor Who, but the Doctor actually visits them. Now, talk about Torchwood, which I just forgot, because the Doctor never got visited them in Torchwood. The companions actually visited Torchwood, like Martha did. But Martha, I think, is the only one who did, if I can remember correctly. So there's that one. Then we've got Class, which the Doctor did go in, which people don't really like. I don't mind it. Also, if we talk about spin-offs, we've got to talk about the animation spin-offs, Dreamland and the Infinity Quests. Now, these are just, as I say, the animations, little spin-offs, which were very good, if you're into animations. And that's it, really. I think 2007, 2008, was it 2008 or 2009 was Dreamland? I think 2009 actually Dreamland was. Let me get my dates right. And Class, I believe, was 2016, 17. I don't want to get my dates wrong again. I do keep getting my dates wrong. 2016. Where it's a different universe completely. Also, there's another non-canon series called K9, which is an Australian version, where K9 is a bit like the Doctor, dies, regenerates, and he fights off his own monsters in his own little world from 2000 and I believe 2009 to 2010. Though it did air in the UK. Then we had another animation series called Daleks, the animation series, which just starred Daleks, and you see what they did. Scream and Shouker was like a different universe of different Daleks, different Doctor. So yeah, so I do apologise if I'm getting a lot wrong here, because the memory is not very good at the moment. Also, what else is there? I've forgotten. Oh, War Between Land and Sea, I believe it's called, is the newest one. Now, I don't know when that's out. I think that's out next year. I could be wrong. Could be out this year. That's a new one coming out. That's the latest new one that's coming out, should I say, with Doctor Who. Oh yes, Fatal Death. There are like certain ones which come with comic relief and children in need. Like Fatal Death is one where we get to see the Doctor being played by multiple people, and the first time ever the Doctor being played by a woman. The Master as well is very good, very cunning in this one, and very funny. It's like a funny sketch, but yeah. And then we get to see as well, I forgot to mention, in what's his name? You get to see the first ever Black Doctor in Lenny Henry's sketch. First ever Black Doctor is played by Lenny Henry, and because it's so good, that sketch, it's put into the future, and Lenny Henry regenerates into David Tennant's Doctor, which is kind of weird and funny at the same time. So that's another sketch which is get put forward, seeing him regenerate, see his Doctor regenerate. So a little spoof there. So that's the end of this video, guys. Thanks for watching. If there's any more spin-offs, I know I probably didn't cover all of them. I think I'll talk about Probe. if there's anything else I've forgotten, I know there's probably audio spin-offs I didn't cover. Leave them down below. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care and bye for now. Bye.